What's up YouTube, this is Bias in the X99 guys, and I'm coming to you with my latest deck profile video for February 2019. And as you can see today, we're going to be doing Crusadia Guardragon. Now this deck has been tearing it up since the last YCS, and I can tell you this right now, it's a damn awesome combo deck. Alright, it has a lot of different combo trees, so just in case your opponent interrupts you or disrupts your plays, there are other options you have to actually keep going to get to where you need to be. Alright? Very resilient deck. It can set up boards with some nasty multiple negations. And it can also put out some pretty awesome powerful beat sticks as well. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to get right into things. And we're going to start off with 3 copies of the best boy in the deck, Crusadia Guardragon. Alright, now all Crusadia monsters, they have effects that can special summon themselves to a zone the Link monster points to in defense position. Alright, cool thing about it is that all the Crusadia monsters also have other effects. Now when Good Boy here is special summon, you get to turn around and target a Crusadia monster in your graveyard, add it back into your hand, which allows you to recur resources, which is awesome. Alright, typically what you're going to be doing with Good Boy is targeting the Crusadia monster you normal summon with first to get it back in the hand, so you can special summon with that monster later on. And the primary reason is that you can turn around and special summon, use a special summon effect more than once for each particular Crusadia name. Alright. Crusadia Maximus. Alright. Its effect, you can target one Link monster on the field, and any damage it does is doubled for the turn. Awesome. Alright. Part of the reason why Equimax is just such a beast to deal with. Alright. And then you have 3 copies of Leonis. The other reason why Equimax is a problem on a card, primarily because you can target a Link monster you control, and that Link monster can turn around and do piercing damage. Double damage with Maximus, piercing damage with this. Your opponent is not going to hide from damage at all. Alright. On to some other Crusadia cards. You get 3 copies of Crusadia Arborea. Alright, she has a pretty awesome graveyard effect. If one of your Crusadia monsters would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could banish her from the graveyard instead and protect those monsters, which is just completely awesome. Don't forget, she's also the tuner for the set, which means she's going to turn around and help you with your synchro summons. Okay, and last but not least, to round out the Crusadia lineup is 3 copies of Crusadia Reclusia. Now, Reclusia has one of the most useful Crusadia effects. Basically, you could target one Crusadia monster you control and one of your opponent's monsters and pop them both. Alright? The extra spot removal just helps this deck out dealing with problematic cards. Alright? Now for some tech engines. 3 copies of Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, and I have 2 copies of White Dragon Wyvern Buster. You want to be running these cards in a 3-to-2 ratio, primarily because you want to get the surge off of each one of them. I've tried it with 3 Collapse Serpent and 1 Wyvern Buster, and I can tell you right now, it was never as good as the 3 and 2 combo. 3 and 2 is the way you guys run it. Alright. I also run 2 copies of Rescue Cat. Rescue Cat is just an awesome card whether you're going first or doing a combo extension off of Sarusha's special summon effect. This card just completely and helps you out. Alright, going first, you can tribute this card off, get 2 Leonis on the field, basically use 1 for going with the Magius, and then from there, if you have another Crusadia in your hand, boom, summon that one out, go into Spatha, get your Good Boy from the deck, and go from there. So it's a great combo starter. It's a great combo extender. I feel 3 is just too much. You see it just too often, and there are times when you want to draw into something else, and you draw into this card, and you can't really do anything, especially if you're holding the second Leonis in your hand. And so 2 is all you need. More Dragon Tech. Red Eyes, Darkness, and All Dragon. The card you could be constantly bringing back from the graveyard. Awesome effect to bring back monsters, bring out special summon monsters from the hand or the graveyard. Dragon Tech monsters specifically. Just awesome card to have. 1 copy of World Legacy World Crown. This is like the 16th Crusadia monster in the deck. Just like the other Crusadians, you can special summon itself to a monster a Link monster points to. a link zone, a monster zone that a link monster points to. Excuse me. All right, has an awesome effect which can negate monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Can negate their effects and destroy them, which is just awesome. And the really cool thing is that if a tribute summoned and you use its effect to tribute itself to negate a monster effect, you also get a search for another World Legacy spell or trap. Just completely and totally awesome. Love that card so much. Alright, some more dragon stuff. You got Amorphage Goliath, Archbrave Dragon, and Destrudo, the Lost Dragon's Fisher. Alright, Amorphage Goliath, basically you can be special summoning on your opponent's standby phase using Archbrave Dragon's effect in the graveyard. Get onto the field, and it basically just locks out your opponent. Get Goliath on the field and lock out your opponents from the extra deck, which is just huge. Archbrave Dragon is no slouch either by itself. Bringing special summoning from the graveyard to the field allows you to take out any face-up spell or trap your opponent controls, and then it powers itself, banishing them, and then it powers itself up by 200 for every single card it banished through its effect. Awesome. And Destrudo is just a great extra tuner in the deck. It comes out of the graveyard. You have to pay half your life points, but still you get that synchro that you need. And the last monster to round out the monster lineup, 3 copies of the best hand trap in the format. Draw and lock. It's pretty self-explanatory. Alright. Spells. 3 copies of Call by the Grave. You gotta respect hand traps. Also very good when dealing with monster effects. As long as they have extra copies in the graveyard. There's a combo deck, so you need your Extenders, Monster Reborn. And I have 3 copies of World Legacy Guardragon and 2 copies of World Legacy Secession. To be honest, I'm thinking about flipping the ratio of these 2 cards. Primary reason is that there's only really one target for Guardragon, and that's Crusadia Good Boy. Meanwhile, you can use Secession on pretty much every other monster in the graveyard. So, I definitely would swap the ratio. Alright, and last but not least, Crusadia Crawler. Special summon this to a monster. Flip it up, face up, special summon it to a zone of which monster points to. You get to search a World Legacy monster card, which is going to be World Legacy World Crown. An awesome card just to get that extra search and then out your deck a little bit more. And get another body on the field for next summoning. Alright, that's the main deck. Extra deck, we have your typical your Guardragon lineup. Alright. LP special summons from the deck, a Dragon type monster from the deck or the hand to the field. Alright. Pisty special summons from the graveyard or the banish zone. And Guardragon special summons a Dragon type monster from the extra deck. Alright. When these guys hit the field, they will have a continuous effect that basically locks you into summoning Dragon-type monsters, which is why you have so many Dragon-type monsters extenders in this deck. It's actually pretty damn awesome getting these cards out. Please note they're all Dark Attribute, so they pair well with being banished for Wyvern Buster, getting it out. Okay. Now you have the Crusadia lineup. I have 2 Magus, 1 Spatha, and 1 Aquamax. Alright. Magus is awesome. Whenever you special summon something to a zone it points to, you get to search your deck for another Crusadia card, which is just awesome. Spatha. Whenever you special summon something to a zone it points to, you can move it to a different zone, which is so important when you're working with the Guard Dragons. And then, of course, Aquamax. You got the whole beastly beast stick monster here, and it absorbs, like the other Crusadia monsters, it absorbs the monsters it points to attacks. Can't let those other monsters it points to attack, but still, the attack boost is awesome. And it also gives you monster effect negation by tributing off one of the monsters it points to, which is great. Okay. Alright. Also for the combo, Saruja Skull Dread. 2 is all you really need. You don't go into a third. The drawer is really the drawer to fix your hand is really what's the important thing here. This gives the deck so much consistency. The extra special summon also very huge. I can't tell you, this helps out the deck a lot if you need to extend. Alright. Alright. This is the one synchro monster. You're actually going to synchro out FA Dawn Dragster. It basically negates spell or trap activations, whether they be face up on the field or being disactivated already. So always good to have. And then of course we're going to have the targets for Agripane. So we have the Ixies targets right here. You have two. You have Cypher Dragon going to Dark Matter Dragon. This is what's going to be basically dumping Destrudo, Archbrave, and Goliath into the graveyard so you can get Goliath onto the field during your opponent's standby phase. Alright. The Synchro targets, Crystal Wing and Naturia Barkion. Crystal Wing, Synchro Dragon can negate any monster effects no matter where they're being activated, which is just completely and totally huge. And also, its battle effect is just nuts. Just taking the monster, adding the monster it's battling with attached to its own just to power itself up. You need to do some damage. Barkion's in there, to help you with the back row heavy matchups. Paleozoics, Altergeist, they're not out of the meta at all, so you need to be ready for those matchups. That's why you have Barkion in there. Alright, and last but not least, you do have a one-run Link. Dragon Link, and Borreload is in there to help bust open boards. You don't really need Borrelsword in this deck, basically because you have so much firepower already to get onto the board. Borreload is just there to help break up established boards, especially if you're going second. Alright, guys, that is it for my Crusadia Guardragon deck profile. Alright, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to hit subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Guys, check out my description box below. Find the link to my Discord. I am currently holding a vote on my Discord server to determine what I'm going to be giving away for the giveaway in March. So please join, sound off, and until next time, guys, peace.